Hey guys, welcome back to another Unturned Showcase video. So I took your guys' suggestions and I'm going to talk a little bit about my thoughts and opinions about these map showcases before I get into the new video style. A lot of you guys were asking for me to discuss the various things about the map, what I like, what I don't like, and you know how things are about the map, so it's just not a bunch of images or flybys or whatever. So first and foremost, this is CHALVAR or CALVAR. I don't know how you say it. It's CHALVAR by Sketches, and this is actually the map that's being used on Lime server that he hosts for me and my community over on eNtaK server. And essentially, my thoughts about this map are very simple. This map is amazing. It's huge. It's very well laid out. The towns are great. The various locations are great. My only problem with this is lack of spawns, and a lot of people had issues with Smiley Land because of the spawns on that map as well, and you know it kind of makes it less enjoyable to play. Now I do think though that you know the guy might be, oh, I'm dying, I'm dead. The guy might, you know, he might not want to always spawn around Plymouth, basically, is the biggest problem with this. You never spawn anywhere else, from what I've seen. And maybe this guy's trying to make it more hard. You got to travel throughout the map to get places. But the problem that I was encountering on my server is that lots of PvP with nudists go on in Plymouth, in the town of Plymouth, and it really makes it difficult for action, like for you to get anywhere essentially. So what I think I want to do is I would like to do this a little bit different. So I was doing like this nice video like montage essentially, and instead what I want to do is go to a place and discuss what I like and what I don't like about each town, because I have been to each place so far, and there are various things that are pretty good about it. Now, the first thing is Plymouth is actually pretty well laid out. There's a couple bigger buildings, so you can go and get some good loot and hide from people and stuff like that. You've got a lot of good buildings. You got a gas station. You've got like a hardware store, and a botanist shop. So if you are looking for specific things, you can find things there. And, you know, the cool thing, too, is that you can find loot pretty much everywhere, which is nice, in Plymouth at least. So we were just at Base Sierra, which I'm going to spawn there, but I'm going to need to probably come back to my guy so I can... is there a God mode? I think there's a God mode, right? So the first thing about this location that is really nice is that it's very far away from everything. I mean, it takes a long time to get here. So Base Sierra, it's up in like around a windy curve, and there's a couple interesting things here, things that are good to, you know, this is obviously a really nice military complex location. The only thing about this map too is for low-end users, you might want to just keep in mind that there's a lot of objects and stuff on this map, so you might want to lower your settings down if you can, because you might not be able to play as well. Let me just give myself these things so I can spawn to the next place. So we're gonna go to the next base, which is Charlie, and hopefully I can find a place to get up on here, which I think I can probably get up on this. Yes, I can. So let me just zoom out here. So this is another location that's way off on its own. You can see it's all the way on the right side of the map. So the military locations are pretty well spread apart, and so you don't have too much military gear in one location, which is also really nice. And so you can see, you know, it's just got a couple hangars and stuff, a couple military towers. But yeah, it's a fairly nice location with military loot. All right, so this is Rossland, and this area is very interesting. He's done some unique things here. He's got like these spillways that you can actually fall in. You can see me over there in one of them. Actually, I'm trying to hide from the zombies, and you do have some ladders to get out as well. There's a couple taller buildings here with some construction going on, and all of these buildings have loot in them and stuff. And so it's a very nice location for a nice city PvP area and just to get loot, surrounded by hills as well, so you can, you might get sniped, so you better be careful. And you do have the higher buildings as well, so you better be careful about that as well. And so Rossland, this is a pretty good location, and one that makes for some nice combat. All right, so this is a very interesting location because this is Vanclave. This is another city, and actually right next to it is an airport that's very, very open. And so this is a very dangerous location to go to because, one, it's completely open, and people could be sitting anywhere on these hills and stuff, and it's definitely be careful. Now, the one thing I don't understand is how he managed to make this like that. I don't know what he used, if these are all like roads or what. I think they all, I think they all are roads, or I don't know what he used right there, but that's very cool, like an off-ramp. And so you can see this guy, he did a lot of awesome work with laying out the cities. They're all rather unique looking. He's got these nice off-ramps instead of using like the bridges that come with the editor. He made his own elevation, and he's got various areas all over the place, which is really cool to see. I mean, this is a very unique aspect to a map that I have not seen yet. And so, you get a lot of cool things with this map. It pretty much comes down to the fact that the only thing that I wish this map had was more spawns. All right, so there's a couple other areas worth noting on the map, but the last place I'm going to cover, just for the sake of time, is Grimes Post, which is a very interesting location set off on itself over here on its own, and it's kind of like a military prison-like mixed construction area, militia base. I don't know what you want to call it, but you can see, it's gated off. It's a gated area. It's a gated community for all the old folks. No, I'm just joking. But it is a gated area. And, here's another thing, okay? So he's got these prison buildings. I believe that they're called, I think they're prison buildings or jail cells or whatever you want to call them, prison buildings. And the cool thing is that he made some very unique, interesting things. Like, for example, this right here, these are all like, I don't know what, I think these are like some kind of wall or something, but he made stairs, and then these are walls that he put together with some metal fencing to add like this cool walkway, which is, what you see in the front of some of these buildings in real life. And so this guy has spent a lot of time constructing very unique things out of various objects in the editor. And so, a lot of people love this map. It's 5-star rated on the workshop, and it's just a really good map, a very well-made map, and it's a great map for PvP and survival and all kinds of other things. There's a ton of land. I mean, just look at all the land up here that you can build bases in and stuff. It's just a nice map. And so if you guys are interested in getting this map for yourself or playing on it, I believe my server still has it running, eNtaK.limehosting.net, LYHME, and port 27015. It's just a fun map to play on. I just wish it had more spawns. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. Other than that, it's great. And thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Check out the map in the workshop. I'll see you guys next time.